What's up? I have a new microphone. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the new microphone fund. It worked. It came. Jeff Bezos sent this right away. I sent an email directly to Jeff. Jeff, my subscribers are demanding a new microphone. Where's it at? Jeff said, I'm on it. He delivered it directly. He brought it. He's the one that brought it.
Wow.
Sing it.
Sing what?
It was a Jeff Bezos song.
Oh, Jeffrey Bezos. That's a Bill Burnham
He also
song.
brought Jamie a weird gut shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it? You can see my heart and my rib cage and. Oh.
Did you hear the whole thing or none of it?
Unmute, dude.
So the way this new mic works is that you just touch this region. Did you guys hear any of that? I was explaining that Jeff Bezos brought us this new microphone by hand. And then Jeff Bezos also gave us this gut sweater. This is the rated R version of the teacher pumpkin Santa sweater.
It's like if Tim Burton made a sweater.
Is it working or not?
Nope, not cut.
That's still.
Star.
It says it's working.
None.
It's not Temu. It's a brand new microphone. It says it's working.
Oh no.
So try hit refresh, dog. Jeff Bezos sent me a freaking broke ass mic. I said, Jeff, my audience is demanding a microphone. And Jeff Bezos said, watch this. I'm going to get this nigga right here. Watch this. And then he sends me a broke ass microphone. Jeff, I'm just kidding.
It's working now.
I know.
Don't touch.
You touch this part to make it be quiet. Jeff put all this smart technology in it. And then Jeff also, when he brought this to my door, I sent an email strongly worded, Jeff, my mic isn't working. The audience demands a new mic. Jeff said, I'm going to bring it right over. It's a smart thing with touching sensitivities. You touch this to make it be quiet.
Yeah, don't touch.
And then also Jeff brought a rated R teacher's librarian sweater for Jamie. It's straight up gut core. That's rated R.
My heart.
You know what I'm talking about?
You
like
have my heart.
The teacher sweaters, right? With pumpkins and.
Oh yeah.
This is the rated R version.
Yeah.
You're like Donnie Darko, but with a girl sweater. Jeffrey Bezos. I have about 18 N-word passes. You want to sing it?
That's a Bo Burnham song. He can sing it.
Do it. It sounds good.
I don't know the words.
Just do that part.
Jeffrey Bezos.
You guys, shout out to our boy Jeffrey Bezos. He gave us this new fancy microphone, but it was due to your donations. By the way, I am wearing my this evening's Halloween costume. I am Terry O'Quinn in Stepdad.
Yeah.
So I have dad glasses. I have pens. And I got this.
Yes, he's bad dad.
I'm bad dad. It's an easy costume too because I've already got dad core styles. And we got good news.
What?
Because you're going to be a screen queen.
Oh, yeah.
The microphone's working good, isn't it? Y'all like it?
Maybe y'all can help me think of a costume because we got invited to a horror movie film festival.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, last year, we did the Tampa Bay Screams. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look. Come over here. Oh crap, I didn't pull it up. I thought I did. So we got 2 events coming up that are like this. Okay, now Jamie is going to be one of the screen queens.
I'm not like in
not with giant boobies everywhere.
I'll have clothes on.
She will be wearing clothes.
So help me think of a fun, appropriate costume.
Now, one of the cool things about this is who remembers USA Up All Night? Rhonda Shears. Look at that. Rhonda Shears will be there. Jamie will be one of the Scream Queens. But Jamie needs to come up with a costume. We're trying to figure out what she should be from some kind of scary movie. Anyway, if you want to come to the Tampa Bay Screams Scream Queen costume contest, Jamie will be in it. The information is right here on tampabayscreams.com. As you guys know, we had a lot of fun last year doing this event. And I did a talk on satanic cinema.
Oh, someone said Twin Peaks. That's interesting.
Oh, you could be you could be Laura Palmer, or no, you could be her friend.
Who's the waitress girl?
Yeah, or Shelly?
Yeah.
Okay, you could be Shelly.
Shelly
Oh, you could wear
Peaks
and you could have a pie and a coffee as your props.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, I'm liking that. That's actually a good idea.
I also thought we could be Scholar
and Moldy?
Yeah.
Scholar and Moldy.
Those are
the B grade versions of Mulder and Scully.
That's Timu.
Right.
X-Files.
Sculder and Molly.
The Y-Files.
Exactly.
Sculder.
Okay, so Shelly. And you could wear the diner outfit like Shelly right
Someone said Bride of Frankenstein. That's interesting because I wanted to be Mary Shelley, but I didn't know if that was too obscure.
Well, you could be Shelly.
That's more...
instead of Mary Shelley.
That's true. I could be Twin Peaks Shelley.
And you bring a thing of cherry pie and a coffee. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. She almost gets killed by her ex, right? Or the guy that's paralyzed.
Look, see, there's a fan. Look, here's the other fangirls doing it.
Yes, exactly. Dude, that's a good idea, you guys. Modest and fun.
And a clever one. Nobody else is going to be Shelly.
Yes.
You could also be, but Donna doesn't really have an outfit. Donna's just dressed.
Yeah.
Like a normal church girl. Until she gets kind of bad and she starts smoking cigs.
If I was Shelly, who would you be from?
Well, I would be Agent Dale Cooper, obviously.
Oh,
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Duh.
You could have a black suit with a thin tie and be like...
You could also get a blonde wig and be Laura.
Mm-hmm. I'm leaning towards...
Shelly?
What does the chat say? Diner waitresses.
Do you want her to be the diner waitress Shelly, or do you want her to be...
Black-faced Justin Trudeau.
That's probably not the best choice. We did that last year.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie was Justin Trudeau, and I was Ilhan Omar last year.
Winona from Beetlejuice.
That's not bad. My whole life is a dark room.
Yeah. That's the best line from the movie.
Audrey Horne. You could be Audrey. You got brunette, but you have to have short hair. You could wear a wig. Wear an Audrey wig. You want to be Audrey?
No, I want to be Shelly. So we can't be Epstein and Ghislaine. That's crazy.
Epstein and Ghislaine. We'd have to have rope. I'll wear a noose around my neck. If I was Epstein, Jeff Stein McCaffrey.
So this is fun, Spooktober. This is our first. We didn't do it last year.
I know. Yeah, we did.
Skipped it. Did we?
Well, I mean, we did. I did something.
Oh.
Yes, I did point out that Changing Images of Man was published by Robert Maxwell. Correct. Okay, so also we'll have another event, a film festival. We're going to be there with Yvonne Gaultier, the producer director, who's directed quite a few films, including Morgan Freeman films, Van Damme films, Robert De Niro films, and he's doing a new independent horror comedy project with Kevin Sorbo. I'm going to show you this trailer in a moment, and we will be speaking at this film festival.
That's fun.
With Hercules.
Hercules.
So we're going Rhonda Shears Up All Night, and then we're going straight up to Xena Warrior. You be Xena Warrior Princess, and then Kevin Sorbo will try to steal you.
Remember that Eddie Murphy? And he was Hercules, Hercules. He's gonna be.
So let me show you the film festival trailer first, guys. If you guys want to come now. Did he take this down already? What the heck? Okay, so here's the festival. Let's see if I can play it right here. Does this work? Maybe he's altering the trailer. Let me play you the trailer for his movie first. So you see here at, okay, this is confusing. Here's the information on the event.
Has someone said Bill and Monica Lewinsky?
So it's a 2 or 3 day film festival, and there's major movies like Escape from LA and there's a bunch. Out of Shadows, that conspiracy documentary, will also be playing at the film festival. So the main guest is Kevin Sorbo, Hercules. I'm listed here as number 3.
Nice.
Yep. The event is at this. It's like 3 different theaters, legacy theaters. I'll put it in the chat because I'm not exactly. It's somewhere in Mississippi. So this is a Mississippi event. Film festival. The days are October 16th to 19th. I will be speaking the 19th. And I'll be talking on movies. This is outdated. I've been hosting the Alex Jones Show for almost 6 years. I will be speaking Sunday the 19th at 3:30 p.m. And the tickets are available here. I don't know anything about the tickets. I'm not in charge of anything to do with it. It's hosted by this guy who's a prominent director, and I'm trying to figure out why the trailer is gone. He just put up this website, by the way. Okay, here's the movie, his movie. Let's see if we can watch his trailer.
You could be Tony Montana.
Done.
So what's next?
We go get some money and make a movie.
I wish it was that easy.
Could be.
So this is Yvonne Gaultier's new film, which is the trailer for it with Kevin Sorbo, and you'll get the idea what it is. It's kind of an indie comedy horror flick.
His friend's calling.
Uh-huh.
At least he has good timing.
How's everything going in Mississippi? Still happy you moved out of LA?
Couldn't be happier.
I received a call yesterday from this gentleman. He used to live in LA, but recently moved not too far from you, I believe. He wants to finance a horror movie.
This is where they shot the film The Vampire Project.
The plot thickens.
Ah, you must be Chris.
I am.
I recently bought some properties in the area. They will be a perfect place to shoot a horror film in.
Oh, like what they did here?
It's more complicated.
This place looks like it needs an exorcism.
Like for this house, these 2 properties were scenes of violent murders.
I'm not seeing anything about a murder that happened in that house. I feel like this guy is just full of shit.
Most likely, but he's our best bet at getting some money short term.
Oh, Chris, why don't you bring your wife?
How does he know that I'm married? Where is he taking us?
Is this a castle?
Such a pleasure to meet you, Janie.
Did you say somebody was killed in here? Why don't we write a script based on some of the stories you told me?
I was thinking more of a vampire movie.
Write a good story.
He wears a mask during the day, he takes it off at night. He's told me about 1,000,000 times how much he likes vampires.
Do not tell me you actually believe he's a vampire.
Doesn't it seem a little strange? Hey, what's going on, man?
All right, so you guys get the idea. That is the guy who's putting on the festival. That's his new movie with Kevin Sorbo. And there will be nonstop film. So basically there's going to be like a ton of movies playing. It's 17th, 18th, 19th. Some of these, so basically all of these during this section, including Close Encounters, by the way. These are all part of it. I don't know if Spirited Away is part of it, but so you get the idea. Oh, here it is right here. So here's the specific one for my show. If you want tickets to that right there.
I like these couples suggestions.
And where is this? This is... Where is this? I don't even know where this is. I'll give you guys the link. It's somewhere in Mississippi. You can find it in Mississippi. Okay. Thank you guys. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully you can figure that. I'll put some more information up on my website and all that when I figure out exactly what's going on. Let's get to our movies today because we have live events, but we also have movies.
Someone said Jeff Goldblum and T-Rex.
Are you Jeff Goldblum?
No,
and I'm
you
a
are.
T-Rex? And you're a T-Rex?
And then they said Jeff Goldblum as the Fly, and I'm Gina Davis.
What about Jeff Goldblum and Jeff Bezos? As they were melded into the same entity.
Jeff
And-
squared.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Which
one are you in?
You're like a John Carpenter creature, but one of them is Bezos and one of them is like half of them is it's like a melded thing. Guys, thank you so much. Welcome. Hit like and share. Also, if you want to support the stream, you can do so through Super Chat. Super Chats are done natively through YouTube, but also through Streamlabs. And of course, Streamlabs doesn't take a cut. Casito Mass says, y'all's drip is tough right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely agree with you. And also, I love you. Let's go. Evil Speak, 1982. This is a terrible movie, but it's so terrible, it's actually fun. Are you serious? The mic is choppy? No, you can't be serious.
No.
Please tell me that you guys are joking. Please don't joke. This is brand new, man. I took all of y'all super chat money. Is it doing it again?
Is it just?
Test.
Someone said it's muted.
How is it now? Is it good or no?
Muted now. So choppy.
Is it good or not? It's not a connector, dude. I bought everything. It's not, it's a brand new computer. Is it good? Good now? Okay, I wonder if it was when I went. Maybe
Someone said sounds better, good, better.
What if it's YouTube?
Good, choppy, good. Oh, man.
This is, I mean, I bought new stuff. I don't know what to do. We'll see. It might be when I go over here. How about now? How's it sound?
There's a popping.
It's good now. It's not a broken cable. Everything is brand new. I literally bought multiple versions of everything twice. It's not a cable. It might be because of something in OBS, because all of this, everything was updated. Like if you update Mac to the new, none of this started happening until I updated the Mac. Anyway,
evil.
We're gonna try. I guess we'll try to keep going. There's nothing else I can do other than, I mean, it's brand new, expensive microphone. It's the Orbs. Let's go.
Evil Speak.
Evil Speak.
Choppy. Evil Speak. Middle age religious. Lorenzo is banished from his stupid magic book. Oh, okay. So this one, the guy was a cult leader, right? And he decapitates a maiden, and then it goes to a present day soccer match, and they're kicking the soccer ball around.
Yeah, that was weird. I've forgotten that it goes from the Middle Ages. Oh, there's a satanic cult in the Middle Ages. It's a real computer, dude. All right, I'm sick of this dude. All this dude does is talk shit. I bought a $3,000 computer, so get out of here. Mic is perfect now. I turned it up. And let's see. Input. Yep.
So this is what happens if like outcasts and nerds stumble upon ancient ritual
Yeah.
sites, right? And it's got the techno paganism in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at this military academy. What's that guy's name?
Clint Howard. It's Ron
Yeah.
Howard's brother.
Yeah. And why is this weird military academy built over a Catholic church?
Well, it's because Lorenzo Lamas, who's a 16th century satanic cult leader within the Roman Catholic Church, he flees to San Diego, LA,
Yeah.
and he sets up a cult Catholic church. So that was not what I expected in this ridiculous movie.
They're coot maxing. There's got a coot in the cellar.
There's always an old coot in the cellar. Who else would live in a church cellar and be a drunk creeper if he wasn't an old coot? I mean, it's not going to be a young Chad that lives in a cellar, right?
Yeah.
Anybody know any Chads that live in cellars? It's pretty much a coot enterprise, I think, right? I mean,
Or like Fan of the Opera, or some kind of
he had game though. He had some game.
If you're disfigured or you're alcoholic, you are like coot status, and you have to live in a nook in the old Catholic Church. So Father Esteban was his name.
Well, also, yeah, it's the old creeper coomer in the cellar. That old canard.
Yeah.
But he just gets to stay down there, right? So I don't know if the Catholic Church, maybe they were focused too much on creepers in the cellar, the coots, and they weren't looking at the priests. But does every Catholic church have a coot in the boiler room in the cellar? An old coot?
I never went to one, so
You've been in a Catholic church before, though.
I think some of the old ones could have multiple
Yeah.
cellar coots.
So, by the way, guys, I did do a test run for about 15 minutes on the microphone today, and it worked fine on a live. I did a test run live stream, and there were no problems. So I'm not sure.
So this is what happens when the loser goofus guys are drawn to ritual magic because they can't stand up for themselves, because he's constantly getting bullied. He's like, okay, he's that meme of the guy who just says, okay, right? And he has to go and draw demonic power so that he can get revenge on his bullies.
One thing that's interesting is that actually in Spain at that time, I mean, this movie is completely ridiculous. In Spain at that time, there were Kabbalistic networks and groups. So there's like Casabon and these different characters, and Isaac Luria, right? The Lurianic Kabbalah. Spain had an overlap of Catholicism, Islam, and these esoteric Kabbalistic Judaic cults going on. So that really wasn't what I expected in the movie, but it was there.
Mm-hmm. So he can't face people physically, and he stumbles about. So he's getting punished, right? And
let's test this to see. Here's a little clip. I'm listening.
Okay.
See if this works.
Kid, everyone used to pick on him.
Screwed up for the last time, Cooper Dick.
Speak. You see, everyone thought Stanley was a...
Did that work, or is it choppy now after I played the microphone or played the clip? It's not. This is like a brand new $3,000 Mac, so it shouldn't be an issue. This is why I upgraded to this Mac, was to avoid the lagging frame issues. So it shouldn't. I mean, I don't know what it is. I have to figure it out. But did playing the video cause any choppiness or what? It might be an OBS issue, because I just updated to the new operating system, and OBS might be struggling with that. Everything worked fine. Good. Okay, go ahead.
Where are we? Oh, this one has a really disturbing ending.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? The puppy? Are
you jumping to the ending? You don't
No. Okay, well.
Why are you going to the ending?
So where are we? Like he's trying to summon demons so that he can gain power, so he can stand up to his bullies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he enters the spell into the computer, and the computer becomes conscious with the demonic powders.
Yeah, it's kind of a Matrix thing, but rather than going into the Matrix, the internet is the means by which Satan possesses Clint Howard, which is kind of ahead of its time because I think this is a 1981 movie, and it's already kind of giving the impression that, I mean, it's a computer. I don't know if it's the internet. It's not exactly the internet, but like computers are going to be the vehicle by which you actually possess a human being. So people are going to get possessed from their computer.
I think that's happening.
That's what I'm saying is the fascinating element of this.
Uh-huh. Because the AI now, it just agrees with everything you say, and it's like possessing,
Mm-hmm.
and it can talk you into anything just because it's so agreeable.
Keep talking. I'm trying to fix
Well,
this in real time.
Lorenzo was a Gnostic Satanist. And why is he getting spankings at this military academy?
Well, corporal punishment has always been used by the military, and it was used even when I was in high school. You'd still get spankings. So that's not odd to me. That's like normal to me. But maybe people should get spanked more.
This movie
in school.
Was kind of a yuck movie. It was almost
pretty gross,
a yuck movie, and then it was like a traumatic movie.
The other thing that's weird is that when he builds the cathedral, there's a giant painting of the original cult leader, Lorenzo, and he's got a giant ritual magic book with a giant pentagram on it, and it's hung up prominently in the Catholic Church, like in the narthex. So it's like nobody ever figured out or thought to look at the symbolism of this giant painting inside this Catholic Church.
How did you like the giant sweaty cafeteria man?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like him?
Keep going. I'm gonna try to see
that was the yuck component. So now the computer is possessed with Esteban.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff's going crazy. The old coot gets killed. You put Presidio on here, right? Because this is like Satanism in the military, a la Michael Aquino. Old Mickey Mouse.
Okay, let me pause really quick and try to reset the buffer settings and see if that works, because it's at 20 seconds right now, so I can move it to 60 to see if that works. Okay, we should be back. I moved it from 20 seconds to 60. Can you turn that? It's freaking hot in here, man. I don't know why this room gets so hot. It's all these lights, I guess. Yeah. Buff it up, baby. We buffered it. Now, the other thing that's interesting about Evil Speak is that there is also a reference perhaps to the Presidio. This is some weird fictional military academy, but it kind of reminds me of stories that we read about with Michael Aquino and the Presidio, where you have actual military satanic cult groups, and that this whole Catholic military academy is built on top of basically a dungeon master's dragon lair, right?
Yeah, medieval satanic Gnostic magician with grimoires and crap and like scrolls and
Did
candles.
did it make you think of Aquino though?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the Presidio, and like, for those that don't know, right, he was the real actual Satanist army psyops guy. He was like a colonel who wrote From Mind War to Psy War. He's also the founder of the Temple of Set. So I don't know if this was old school predictive or it just happened to be, but it hints at the idea that there's real satanic networks perhaps in not just the Catholic Church, but also military academies. And I think that's very true.
Well, this was 1982, and wouldn't that be around the time that he was doing stuff?
That's a good question.
So, I can't read what you're saying here.
Where? Somebody looks like Chris Farley. I don't remember who.
Oh, the cafeteria.
They
man?
sacrificed the dog. That was so the sacrifice ends up being his dog, which is pretty wild. You don't usually see that in a movie.
I
but
knew something bad was gonna happen to that dog. I did not think.
the ending is so insane because it's very much like what Roman Catholics kind of think about like exorcisms as, and the devil, like Clint Howard goes nuts and he starts levitating throughout the Catholic Church, right?
Well, and the computer is also possessed by this situation.
Right. Well, the computer is the means by which Lorenzo somehow possesses Clint Howard. It's never explained. It's a B movie, but it's actually pretty funny. Can I show the video? It's right here.
Evils.
It's not really a good movie. It's only a good movie with your friends and family who will joke around and riff on bad movies with you. That's the only reason you would watch this ridiculous movie.
But it's kind of poignant in the way that it outlines how like outcasts and like incels and nerds and dorks are drawn to the occult because they can work in the shadows instead of confronting people in the open. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. By the way, thank you to which guy was in the chat? Okay. Okay. Is that mod okay or is that a different okay? So apparently changing the buffer size to 60. I mean, I guess I wasn't even familiar with that setting. So people are saying it's working now. So thank God. Oh my gosh, what a mess. That might have been the issue the whole time. I don't know, but it's better to have a nice newer microphone anyway, even if that wasn't. Are we working good now? Because I think the chat is going to be, is that going to be 60 seconds off now? That's crazy. You guys are going to be way behind.
Oh, well.
But I mean, that's what I had to do to fix it. So, okay says I nailed it. Everybody says it sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, next up is the next bad movie. Also not very good. We're going to go, I think, in progression from... None of these are very good.
They're not good.
They're all kind of bad, but next one is the 1997 Wishmaster. This is Wes Craven, and it's a Wes Craven that I don't remember ever watching, and I don't know if you've never seen it, right? Okay, Jamie's never seen it. Don't yawn. Don't fake yawn like that. Don't yawn. You're in a entertainment setting. You can't yawn.
Microphone drama is like, okay. So can you?
This is a dip to buy, guys. Buy the Bitcoin when it dips. I'm not telling you what to do.
The genie impression.
How did he talk? Let's see if we can find him. Let's hear it.
Make a wish here.
I don't remember any movies about jinns.
Yeah.
Genies are not often in movies either. Like in general.
The jinn. And
for centuries.
Don't fear the jinn. Don't fear the Reaper.
Seasons don't fear the genie.
He has remained hidden.
I love that 90s cigarette movie trailer guy. He's got one of the best voices for trailers, right?
Yeah.
Watching, waiting. And now. He is coming. He knows your secret hopes. He sees your private dreams.
Uh-oh, he sees your private dreams. Stop yawning. No.
Okay, don't tickle.
How dare you? There's nothing to be yawned about. This is insane. This is madness. We're having fun.
I want you.
This is Tricknology Live.
To do the genie.
I don't remember how he talks. I'm
Make
trying
a
to figure
wish.
I'm trying to hear him.
As you wish. As you wish.
This movie is pretty stupid, by the way.
So the genie is kind of a dick because every wish you make ends up being a bad thing.
It's monkey's paw.
Yeah.
All he does is grant you your wish, but it's one of those things where you have to like word it in a Talmudic, explicitly clear way, or else they'll get around it. You know what I mean? Like the way that you trick God in the Talmud or something.
Yeah.
You have to word it exactly right because I don't know. One guy, like, he wishes for $1 million, and the way that he gets it is that his mom dies and he gets the insurance money. So
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
every way you wish is totally monkey's paw.
Yeah, see, the chat gets it. Wishes.
He knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is this? Where's a clip of him
So
talking?
you've got this art collector, and he's collecting from around the world all of
Your life.
Mm-hmm.
You said Kirkland's and Earthbound ritual magic gear.
Yeah. So it's straight up Kirkland's, right? We got moms over here shopping at the mall for ritual magic gear. He shows up and he grants you like I said, anything you want, but you're gonna get screwed. You have to basically think of every caveat to get around his wishes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd have to have a lawyer with you helping to write out a
is like
legal
that.
form for Wishmaster's wishes because it's gonna get monkey pawed. You're gonna get monkey pawed, dude.
Well, that's why they put him in the Philosopher's Stone. So remember in the beginning they made the Philosopher's Stone.
He's trapped in, the
he's
Philosopher's
trapped in a
Stone.
Persian thing from the
This thing.
1127 AD
This
mosque.
little MacGuffin right here.
Yeah. And I like the skeleton popping out. That was cool. 3 wishes opens the gateway. Oh, and they're talking about Ahura Mazda and Zoroaster.
Right. So what we end up with at the end of the film is some sort of Gnostic Manichaean. It's like a Manichaean Zoroastrian theme, which probably the only movie I can ever think of with a Zoroastrian theme in it, because at the end, good and evil end up balanced out, right? Which is, I guess, part of the eternal battle idea of dualism. But she accidentally releases him by breathing on this Philosopher's Stone.
Yep.
Right? The breath of life is what allows him to leave, and then for some reason he just gets a fixation for the chick. I forget her name, like the main blonde chick. He's
He
just
has
like
to,
he's
fulfill
obsessed.
her wishes to get out of his curse or something like that.
But all he wants to do is kill. So like, I guess he can't do anything else until she does her wishes,
Yeah.
right? So he just keeps basically pestering her. He's basically a stalker, right? Genie's a stalker.
He is, and yeah, he's trying to get to her, and then in his one form, he looks like the Guardian from Arthur C. Clarke. Have you seen that?
He also kind of looks like Hoggle from
Yeah.
from Labyrinth. Sarah.
This guy.
Here we go. Let's hear him talk for a second.
You're a dangerous person to know.
Not this guy.
Alexandra.
That's him in his human form.
Right.
Your scientist friend, your boss, the policeman, Wendy.
Spare me, child.
Spare me, child.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Behold my true face.
Oh, my true essence, child.
Anyway,
Can you show this?
what is
the
it?
camera. The guardian angel from Arthur C. Clarke's The Sentinel and those stories. Now switch to the next picture.
They can't see this.
Show this to the camera like I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the Sentinel from Arthur C. Clarke.
And he looks like the Wishmaster.
And he does look exactly like the Wishmaster. Good job. Maybe Wishmaster is inspired by Sentinel.
Yes.
Yes, child.
You like him?
I do not like him.
I don't like him.
He reminds me also of Tim Curry as the devil character or the demon in Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I mean, Legends, excuse me.
So she's got guilt from her parents dying. There's a room of lost gods, and Pazuzu was in there. Did you notice him? The exorcist god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they had a homage to Pazuzu when they're at the museum collector's collection. By the way, don't ever get an Airbnb inside of a Philosopher's Stone. It's horrible in there. This is all inside if you want to see the scene, by the way, this is a pretty wild scene. It's kind of trippy.
I put dualism, his own shadow. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because it's not good conquering evil. It's good and evil kind of in balance.
Oh.
And that's what many ancient pagan religions and dualistic religions adhere to. And I think with Zoroastrianism, it's kind of unclear whether it's monotheistic or whether it's dualist, because I think they have some idea that Ahura Mazda eventually puts an end to the opposing principle. But I'm not exactly sure. But
I like the non-CGI stuff in this.
Mhm.
I always like it when creatures are.
Well, it had a little
Right.
bit of CGI.
Yeah.
Remember her arms turn? She turns to glass and breaks.
But like the skeleton or the when it exploded in the lab and he's crawling, and when he rips the jawbone off, it looked crazy.
So what?
Well, all of his art was demonic. That was the thing, and all the demon art comes to life at the end.
Well,
Right.
it's not just art; it's like museum pieces, and it's like
Sculptures.
of ancient gods and deities. So the idea is that the Wishmaster is this sort of demiurge character who can bring to life any of these artistic creations or statues or whatever. And there's also a heavy emphasis on eye imagery throughout the movie, which is interesting because he seems to sort of travel and speak through eyes, if you remember. And this Philosopher's Stone actually is at one scene a giant eye. So it's almost like unintentionally movies kind of associate devils and the demonic with the all-seeing eye. I'm not exactly sure why that is. I mean, there's nothing inherently evil about eyes, but why do you think movies would consistently do that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh. Probably from underground secret society imagery, Osiris and Egyptian.
But I don't think a lot of the people involved in every movie knows a lot of this kind of stuff.
It's just a very ubiquitous
Yeah.
symbol and has a lot of meanings.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You think? So you don't have anything else to say about that? I thought you would be all over this one. No?
I mean, why would they use the eye as evil?
No, I'm saying this movie in general, like there's no other movie that uses the jinn. There's no other movie that mentions Ahura Mazda. There's no other movie that, is set in 11th century Persia. Right. I mean, it's a stupid movie, but it's interesting. It's interesting themes that you don't see in any other film that I've ever noticed. And I guess that's just because of Wes Craven's peculiarities. I don't know, but
his eye is in the stone, it says.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's not much else to say about it.
It's
almost goofy.
A B movie.
It's almost being. I think it was a theatrical release though. Next one is a little bit better. This one actually, I wouldn't say that it's almost a good movie, but it's also kind of weird and gross. Is this Clive Barker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and of course with Clive Barker, what can we expect? I mean, I'm pretty sure Clive Barker's a gay Satanist. I mean, he appears to be. So this one, I remember watching this in high school, but I didn't remember anything about it. This is 1995, Lord of Illusions. And this was before, no, this is right after Scott Bakula was, right? The
1995, so out of Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Into Lord of Illusions.
But no, Quantum Leap was prior to this, right?
Yeah.
Scott Bakula is also, by the way, Jamie's first crush. Is that right?
Probably. Yeah. I liked his character from Quantum Leap. That was one of my favorite shows when I was
See what I gotta compete with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A time traveling quantum physicist with
Scott Bakula?
AI. Yeah.
He doesn't really have those qualifications though. That's not real.
He can.
Is that what you found attractive about him?
He had like a Boy Scout attitude, I guess, towards everything. He wasn't trying to take advantage of everyone, even though he was in their skin. His partner was.
I've never.
Al.
Yeah.
The guy from the OTO.
Yeah, Dean. Dean, what's his face?
Dean Stockwell.
Dean Stockwell. But wait a minute. I want to know if you think Oh, I keep getting distracted by the chat. Why would I be upset? What are you guys even talking about? I keep getting distracted because we have these stupid audio issues, but okay. Lord of Illusions, Clive Barker. Clive, the reason I think Clive is into esoteric satanic stuff was I remember kind of reading at his website, his blog a while back, and he seemed to talk like maybe he was interested in those things. He didn't outright say he was. I think he is openly Skittles though. But I get that vibe that he's into ritual magic. And I mean, so many of his films do include that kind of stuff. Like Hellraiser has, explicit reference to ritual magic with the Lament Cube and its background and all that. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So this film is full of esoteric and occult themes and symbols. You basically have a cult leader modeled kind of on Manson. It's not exactly Manson. It was a little more satanic than Manson.
He's like if Glory from Buffy the Vampire Slayer went with
Exactly.
Charles Manson.
Yeah, and
he can do that like mind meld thing with you.
He can brainwash you. But so he's like meta Manson. He's like 10 times Manson. But he is engaging originally in a ritual sacrifice. And so they have a girl that they've kidnapped that is going to be ritually sacrificed. And she ends up, doesn't she get away?
Yeah. So this cult of Uggos out there in the desert.
And it's all Uggos.
Yes.
Not an Eyes Wide Shut babe cult. This is like straight up just the dregs.
Well, this is like
this is an
voodoo. Yeah. They've got attack baboons.
This is an Antifa recruit cult.
Yeah.
They've got attack baboons. That's right. He's got a GMO attack baboon that he's gonna sacrifice the girl to that they caught. But her friends bust in and rescue her, and they somehow imprison the cult leader who has these tremendous powers in some sort of a Iron Maiden. It's very bizarre, but and then they bury him. So he gets buried in some sort of a sarcophagus. He's like in an Iron Maiden.
He's like the genie too.
He is kind of like the genie. There's kind of a parallel between these two 90s movies, and I actually get Clive Barker and Wes Craven mixed up because a lot of the movies are the same types of things, right? You got Freddy, you got Pinhead, you get them all.
Hellraiser.
Nightbreed.
Oh yeah, that's a dumb one.
So here's Scott Bakula over here. She's got the Mac on Jamie. Look, he's pulling off his sunglasses, macking on you.
I liked him.
We got a super chat. Jay and Jamie, when are you going to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? It's an amazing time. $5. We will do that eventually. H. Brosy, $2. Jamie needs an espresso. This is ironic. She's yawning.
Where is it?
It's all gone. H. Brosy, $10. I almost went to an all-black charter school in elementary school. So you would have been like Clint. You would have been a black virgin like Clint Howard. Kids used to get whoopings if their parents gave permission. I got whoopings in high school. So that was still going on even outside of like military academies. If they're completely serious, or maybe I just misunderstood. No, this is pretty well known. This was a common thing. Trey says for $5, Jay, I'm about to throw on Tremors tonight. That's a good 90s forgotten horror movie. Yep.
That's like the dustiest movie of all time.
It is very dusty. You got Bacon and Dust.
Yes.
Right.
Dusty
Kevin Bacon and Dust. Dusty Bacon. I hope I'm not throwing off your vibe off topic. No, it's good. Arm Orthodoxy, $5. It's not really dualistic or monotheistic. Exactly. It's kind of unclear. Ahura Mazda is God in Zoroastrianism, but in their end times called Frasho Kareti, Mazda wins and destroys Ahriman. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. AC sends $20. Thank you so much, AC. We hadn't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Shout out to our boy AC. Okay, so the cult, they imprison the cult leader, who, by the way, is Commandant Spangler in Malcolm in the Middle. And then we fast forward to the future, and it's Scott Bakula as a grizzled Humphrey Bogart detective who's been studying ritual murders.
He's in a disgraced exorcism scandal.
Yes.
Right.
Which is weird.
Seen enough.
And there was this black psychic fortune teller being. Can I even say this?
This trailer is terrible. I don't know how to just reword it in some creative way.
He was a black psychic fortune teller being tortured by a Skittles CULT member.
Mm-hmm. It's,
Right.
and this has Famke Janssen in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's the Pearson? I forgot. Who's Nick's the bad guy?
He's a bad guy.
Okay.
He's the guy with the different colored eyes.
Oh, and he's a stage magician.
Yeah, so they
now.
fast forward to
Okay.
the future. Well, we fast forward because this takes place in the late 70s, this raid on the cult compound. Fast forward to the future, and Scott Bakula is a grizzled Bogart investigating the request of a femme fatale played by Famke Janssen to look at her magician David Copperfield, except it's he's like a
evil Chris Angel.
well, he's like really cringe. He's like David Coomerfield.
Yeah.
He's like not. He doesn't have any of the suave
He's
of
Chris
David Copperfield.
Incel.
Instead of Chris Angel, it's Chris Incel. It's Chris Angel. Yeah, I like it. It's good. So yeah,
Just
Chris
an
Angel
illusion.
here.
Oh yeah, I put his Skittles show looks like a Madonna concert.
So his live occult. He basically is Chris Angel prior to Chris Angel, right? I mean, this is edgier David Copperfield. I guarantee you, Chris Angel watched this and was like, "I'm gonna be that dude."
Yeah.
And the young Dorothea, who he saved years prior, is now the
That's
stunning
the
and
girl,
stoic.
right?
Famke Janssen. Famke Janssen.
Famke is the one that was the girl in the cult. And now she's grown up, but she loves this insane magician David Copperfield guy. And by the way, you guys remember, allegedly, David Copperfield was in some of the Epstein documents, which is interesting.
Well, he gets impaled by the swords, and he looks exactly like a tarot card when that scene comes.
This is somebody's video, so it's not going to be in here. His name is Swan, right? The magician. It looks just like a Madonna concert.
told
You're
you.
absolutely right. I bet you Madonna was like, "This is
Yeah,
what I
what is
want."
even that
right?
thing that they're?
It's like a giant Molech or something, right?
It's two-headed.
No, it's just a
No.
giant sort of Molech. Anyway, you get the idea.
Just like a prayer.
I'll take you there. It's just like Madonna, you're right.
I know.
Okay, so the stage magician is impaled by the swords. We tend to think that it's going to be a big trick, right? Because he didn't actually die; it was staged. Remember? Because he meets him in the sewers.
Well, that death is an illusion is one of the.
But he didn't die. That was all part of a trick. So he stages his death so that he could be more effective against the cult that is coming after him. Are you hearing what? Please don't say we're having more sound problems.
David Copperfield.
Yeah. Did I say that or did he say that?
Somebody in the chat said that.
I like it. Where are we at?
Magic Castle in LA. That would be a cool thing to go to. I've heard a lot of stories about that.
Yeah, and they go to like the inner sanctum room, which supposedly is real. I'm not sure. I mean, they claim that it. I wonder if it just has to do with playing a video or something.
It seems like every time you switch back from playing a video, it's choppy.
Is it choppy now? It doesn't seem to be. So it seems to only be related to the videos. I don't know. Anyway.
We're gonna do him in a minute.
So the death also mirrors the tarot deck with the swords, right?
10 of Swords.
Because Famke Janssen reads tarot because she's part of the cult still somewhat. And the cult wants her back as a full member. She's still sort of touched by the esoteric. She's still, it's lag. It's not the microphone. It's the video. Kalima. Kalima Shaktite. It does look like Kalima.
Kali Ma the musical. Wait, let me hold this. Houdini actually believed he had spirit guides. So the guy is kind of like Houdini, where he locks himself in the water and all of that. And a lot of these magicians believed that they had spirit guides that would help them make tricks.
Yeah, or
He's a spy too.
yeah, Houdini was also a spy. Worked with Scotland Yard, and Interpol. A lot of people don't know he was a spy, but also there's a book I have that is fascinating about the CIA's use of stage magicians. So they've actually brought in and studied different stage magicians. Shoreline skirt, $20. Will you be at DebateCon? I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to be able to be at that because we have a lot of events coming up. If we can, I'll definitely be there. Truth Revolt, $5. David Copperfield was in a 1980s movie called Terror Train starring Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, I've actually seen the movie. It's a pretty terrible movie, but yes, interesting connections.
The Puritan, who's that?
The cult leader.
Oh. He turns into polygons?
Yeah, it's weird. Like the powers that they give the cult leader end up being kind of preposterous. In other words, I think the stupidest part of this movie, because he's almost basically godlike. And if you have a villain in your story that's godlike, I mean, it doesn't really make sense that normal human beings can defeat this type of an entity, right? So I think that's where in the third act, the movie kind of really goes off the rails and gets kind of stupid, especially when they have the showdown at the old cult compound with the cult leader, and he's basically levitating around and like blowing up anything at will. It's just kind of silly.
Their haircuts, remember? He will come. They're just like super over the top. And
well, they engage in like cutting themselves.
Yeah.
So they're like, the prophets of Baal.
Well, that's like him too. Remember?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But the movie ends up playing on two themes: Dante's Inferno, because the cult compound ends up being on fire. It's actually referred to as the Inferno, and also it basically opens up a hellmouth, a portal to hell. And the guy was intending on dragging all these people down to Hades with him. So you get this like what you think is a hippie Manson cult, but it turns out it's a satanic cult, and he's literally just trying to drag people down to hell with him. And he explicitly refers to himself as like non-being, and he wants to give everybody absolute pure loneliness and all the actual things that Satan really does seek to do. And then at the end, we find out that, quote, flesh is a trap. So it's a Gnostic satanic cult that wants to expose the evils of this world to try to prove that this world is some sort of a satanic prison. And it's funny because it's almost always the way Hollywood films go is with this Gnostic narrative that this world, this creation is bad, it's evil.
I liked the goopy third eye was the favorite.
It's not boomer tech, man. I've tried everything I can. I've like bought all brand new stuff. Okay, next up is him. David Copperfield. Yeah, we read that. Guys, if you want to support the stream, you can also go to chalk.com and use the promo code JAY40 to get 40% off all those great Chalk products.
We did start watching Needful Things. That movie, remember with the guy with the antique shop?
Yeah, it was kind of stupid.
I was into it, but
there are some fun older Stephen King movies, though.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? Next is him.
Him. What do you think about
this is right up the alley of anybody who writes or thinks about, like movie, media, Hollywood conspiracies, except this time it's actually about football. Imagine a football cult, right? Sports hole. Y'all ready for some sports hole cult?
Well, I think this fits right in with all of these other cult things because people are so fanatic about. Just look at UK and their soccer and their football over there, like can cause riots or fights just because your team won or lost.
Real Rain, $10. Jay, Clive Barker's work, Hellraiser, has a lot of lore with demons. Lord of Illusions was his best film. Hellraiser is the best script. And Scarlet Gospel is the best book. Yeah, thank you. We've actually covered Hellraiser in the past. We might review and go back to that. JB Peltier, $5. This is a takeover of Ortho Thugs. Take my tax money. I love you guys. Thank you so much, JB. American Orthodoxy. What about conspiracy behind the Da Vinci Code? Well, the Da Vinci Code is a Masonically motivated series that wanted to recast the virgin birth and all that according to like the Masonic made up Priory of Zion narrative. So it's Gnostic gibberish.
Me and BLA did that book, The Lost Symbol of Dan Brown's. It's called The Real Symbol of the Illuminati, on my channel. That was really fun.
So in him, I think, first of all, there's a lot of references immediately to Jesus and to Christianity, right? The idea is that football can be a religion, and to Americans, it is a religion. It's probably the biggest idol in America, right? They're still freaked out by your sweater.
I died 3 times this week with 4 heart surgeries. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that.
Cat? I don't.
Let's get him going again.
Yes.
Right?
We'll send prayers to your heart.
So when you are going to be the GOAT, right? And they make reference to the greatest of all time, the GOAT, which actually refers to the GOAT, to Satan, to Baphomet. The weirdest part about this.
That's also a Masonic thing. They say you rode the goat.
Is that it makes reference to both. This mic doesn't have a gain on the microphone, so I can't turn down the gain. Thank you, JB Peltier, $5. Thank you. So you're going to have to make a sacrifice. That's the first thing that's stated in the beginning of the film. And this young recruit who's going to be drafted into the NFL is sent to go study under the sort of Kobe Bryant of football, right? He's like the guy that's won all of the Super Bowl rings, 8 or 9 of them. He's getting towards the age when they might want him to retire. And so this new guy thinks he's going to be, basically taking his role. And he goes with good intentions, thinking that he's going to be trained in this training program, this really intensive week-long thing out in the desert somewhere. And it turns out that this is a cult. And the cult is actually run by very wealthy people that own the team and control the league. And I'm starting to think that, like, this is really, and by the way, it's not directed by Jordan Peele, it's produced by Jordan Peele. But I'm starting to think this is actually going to tell us some truth here. This is pretty crazy.
Well, the movie opens up with the contrast of the religious altar to the sports. So it's already like this votive type of religion, and it's called the Saviors, like you said, and his dad is yelling at him, telling him real men make sacrifices, and then we're going to find out later on what these sacrifices really are, right? So his dad is like this veteran who died, and he wants to be the GOAT, like you said, but he has this traumatic brain injury. Right?
The audio issue is listed as a known issue with Mac OS and the updates, the new Mac and the Streamlabs. See? So it's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do. I bought brand new equipment multiple times, and I'm hoping that Hawkshaw. So that means that they'll eventually fix it, right? So it's not my fault. It's not the cord. It's not anything. It's a known issue with Mac and OS. So we're almost done, and it's not my fault. Told you guys, like, I've tried literally everything. I bought an entirely new, like, everything. The whole setup, the whole USB ports, brand new microphone. It's all new, man. It's not Mac. It's a Mac issue with Streamlabs. I knew it. See, you guys thought it was me this whole time. It's not my fault. This happens every time there's like updates like this. There's always some problem like this. As of September 20th, Streamlabs has officially listed audio cutting out or choppy on desktop on new Mac OS. It is an ongoing known issue. The problem is specified to be the operating system's audio restrictions. There is no guaranteed fix. It might be eventually fixed. Says you can try different things. We'll have to try this next time, but we'll see what happens. So we're almost done. So
there is a connection between pro sports and MK Ultra. What do you say?
Also, by the way, yeah, that's because they've been training people and testing sports people with MK Ultra as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, people think of MK Ultra as only like mind control with like patients in mental wards, but they actually tried doing it on sports players, like A-listers, all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. So like you said, there's the old football player that has the crazy cult in the desert, and then you throw in some Native American lore into that. And then the Saints logo even looks like the S of Scientology. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
The star. So he goes to what they call church. They even call it that, which is
Just keep talking to them because this might be a potential fix
a
for the event.
24/7 football boot camp with the Wayans brothers.
Marlon Wayans, and it's gradually revealed through the symbology that it's getting more and more satanic. In fact, when he gets there, there's actually a group of fanatics who are the cult that worships the Marlon Wayans guy.
Mm-hmm. And he's married to Julia Fox from Uncut Gems. Say it.
You say you're the
Uncut
girl.
Gems.
Uncle John. She's got the what's it called? Vocal fry of the Kardashians.
Yeah. And she sells sex crystals, and she tells him to put an obelisk in his butt. Remember that?
Yeah. So we have the Crowleyan sex magic stuff referenced right away.
And well, not only that, Wayne's is getting blood transfusions from younger blood. Who was doing that? Peter Thiel was doing that, and
keep going. Just talk.
Well,
can you do the nose?
There
trying
was
to fix this.
even a show making fun of that about Silicon Valley having blood donors, like blood buddies. So he's getting blood transfusions, and then they're drugging the new guy, the young guy. Why do you think they hit him over the head and gave him a traumatic brain injury? Is that just an allegory to the
I guess we're supposed to think it's either a crazy fan or we don't know how that happened, or if that happened, it was causing maybe something else happened. Because it's like a giant barbarian, right? Who hits him in the head with a axe or like a mace. It's never really explained. I think that's one of the elements that makes this film difficult, is that it's not really clear what's real and what's not, because he has a traumatic head injury at the beginning of the film. It keeps reoccurring, and the injury looks like the threads of a football, which is fascinating.
Oh yeah.
And so he's taken to this camp, and then he keeps having these visions and these experiences, and he doesn't know what's real. And it gets more and more intense as the intensive football camp basically is getting him to where he needs to make a sacrifice. So what we thought was the sacrifice of kind of intensive like football stuff now turns into a human sacrifice, something like you read about conspiracy literature, like Sacrifice Behind the Mic, right? Like Isaac's video or Isaac's book. Yeah, I tried one of the workarounds, so hopefully the audio is fixed. It says that there's different workarounds that people are trying for this, so hopefully it's better.
Someone said Saints logo is just fleur-de-lis. Is there a cult connection with fleur-de-lis in general? That's a Merovingian symbol.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily an occult thing.
It's a family.
It's made up by the conspiracy theorists that this is it. I mean, this is like Holy Blood, Holy Grail, Da Vinci Code stuff, which is fake. They're not. Not that I recall. I've read some on this. I don't recall that they were actually occultists. I mean, they could have been. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've got it backwards. Keep going.
Let's see. They're drugging him. And he's got missing time, dissociation, so he's going through the trauma cycle to split his psyche, right, and to make him eligible to do the final battle with the Magus that he has to overthrow.
Well, the most important part of the film is actually when he's invited to be the official replacement for Marlon Wayans, he thinks, and they take him to the ritual. Is that what you're talking about? Or you're not at the ritual yet?
Well, I'm just talking about how they're getting him ready to fight the Wayans by having him do the torture rituals during practice. So, like, when the other guy's getting hit in the face with a football, and then he has to actually kill somebody on their command.
Yep. But not just that, he actually does kill one of the fans. And then he's invited to a ritual, and we don't exactly know what happens there, but we later find out that there was another sacrifice of the doctor. So we basically got 2 human sacrifices, which are not just like compromising him and putting him in a weird position where the owners, who are the ones running the ritual. So there's these really wealthy sort of Texas billionaire type people that own the team that set up the ritual, and it's actually Marlon Wayans' wife that's the priestess of the ritual. And they cut off the head of the doctor. So then he's fully initiated into the ritual side of it, and he's expected to basically be owned by them. And the victory will be he has to then fight in like Thunderdome, right? To actually be victorious and to have the crown, he has to fight Marlon Wayans and beat him, because both of them are injected with each other's blood. And so there is this blood narrative of like magic blood in the cult that they've been actually intravenously injecting. He didn't know this when he first got there, but they were switching blood. And that's because he needs the blood of the gods, but he also has to defeat the previous goat to be the new goat.
And did you notice when he killed the crazy cult woman, was that not a woman?
It was hard to tell. It might have been a TRANZ character, which is gross, but he ends up killing her when she's trying to kill him because she sneaks into the compound.
And the way that they talk about you have to be him, so that's why the movie is called that. And
it's like Christ.
Yeah, him is just like a role that you fulfill, but it's more like the devil in this sense. Like you have to be the goat. You're no longer yourself, you're him. I think him was in the Powerpuff Girls too as a androgynous devil character that is their nemesis. Let's call him.
Right. So ultimately the film gives us a lot of insights, and I thought all the way up until the very end, I was like, this is actually pretty wild. This is pretty revelatory. I mean, literal like satanic sports cults, human sacrifice. You're owned by the cult leaders. They've got dirt on you. He does end up, spoiler alert, killing Marlon Wayans, but then there's this ceremony where he's got to go walk out on the field in this weird pylons in this sort of like ritual setting, and he's got to sign on the dotted line into the cult, and they're going to own him fully. And Tim Heidecker, by the way, is his manager who has groomed him from the very beginning, and he's like, I don't want to do it, I'm out of this. And they have this exchange where the manager and the people that run the cult and own the cult and the team are like, look, we spotted you when you were a child. We caused and told your dad that he has to groom you for the rest of your life for football and for this cult. And so you're not going to live if you don't fulfill what we have for you. So the guy goes crazy and he basically just starts killing everybody. And he's standing at the base of a giant pentagram on the football field, all of which imagery is really cool. I thought the imagery was great. The cinematography in the film is great. The stupid rap songs are trash, so that's the worst part of the
Oh,
film.
that looked like Last Supper. Did you see it?
Where?
Go back. When they were all sitting at the table.
I mean, it's hard to find it, but it ends up with this inexplicable ending where he just basically goes on a murder rampage.
He decides not to go along with the old establishment. I mean, this is a rebellion against the, what do you call it? Anglo-American establishment.
It's like, oh yeah, all the old white people that are the real bad people. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So he has to cut those guys down and make his own, be his own great man.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of Roman Catholic style imagery. Where was the Last Supper? Will be interesting. This is when they're at the ritual. They're about to go to the ritual thing. This, yeah. So this is a Last Supper style imagery, and I think in reality, like, cults do exist in the professional sports world. There are organized crime and mafia connections, obviously, to pro sports. A lot of pro sports is rigged because these individuals control the outcomes. They have a lot of money on the line. I think everybody also kind of sensed this with the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And people were starting to realize, wait a minute, is this like a soap opera? What is, it's like the fictional soap opera relationship crap was like melded to the sports world, and it was like, oh, they're gonna win because Taylor Swift's gonna fly in. Remember that? She's gonna fly in to watch it. It was all fake.
What was I gonna say about? Oh, the Super Bowl halftime show coming up is gonna be interesting. Have you heard who's gonna?
TRANZ. What did I say?
Yeah.
Fake and gay. Sports hole. Sports hole.
No, sports is man.
The next Sam Hyde episode, by the way, shout out to all the team. The next Sam Hyde episode is going to be sports. So that's going to be fun. Check that out.
Which movie did you like the best out of these?
The best film is probably him, even though the ending was not that great. But I was very immersed and kind of in it. The other critique I have of though is it's almost like a 2-hour rap video, kind of in a way. Like it's shot like a 2-hour long rap video, which is annoying. It could have been a lot better with a different ending, but as movies go, it was probably the best of these movies. Is the audio better or is it fixed? What do you guys think? I tried one of the workarounds, and it says it might have worked, so I don't know.
Now that we're done, is it working?
I don't know. Guys, let me know if it cleared up towards the end. Maybe that workaround works. Truth Revolt TV, $5. I took the beheadment of the doctor as a reference to John the Baptist. Oh, interesting. Could be.
In that
him.
cult human sacrifice book I've been reading, he talks a lot about the ancient cult of the head, which is across a lot of different cultures, and they keep the skulls, and that's what they were supposed to have found underneath, like, the Temple Mount. The Knights Templars was a talking head of John the Baptist. Remember that old story?
The idea of a talking, and that supposedly they kissed each other's rumps to be initiated into the Templars, which was, I think, made up. Mark Medic, $5. If you missed the halftime show, they're gonna redo it for the Pope of the Vatican. Don't worry. I don't watch halftime shows. The only one I've ever watched is Justin Timberlake and Prince, and those were pretty good. But it just proves what I've been saying for 10 years. Sports Hole is fake and gay and fake. On top of that, I told you. So good. Maybe the audio is finally fixed. Thank God. I think I missed a super chat here. Let's see. Anonymous, $6.68. This shit too spooky for me, dog. Well, hey, that's okay. Pretty much none of these movies were very good, except for, I would recommend him, might be worth watching. It's only one of these, because it's like, once again, we've got stuff that we've talked about with sports. Usually we're focused on movies and the occult, Hollywood and the occult. I think this is probably the first time we've ever talked about sports and the occult.
Yeah.
But it makes perfect sense.
Someone says, does Marlon Wayne's character know the young athlete is there to replace him? Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, and that's why he eventually says, you thought I was here to train you. I'm here to see who you are, and I might decide to take your blood and take you out. So in other words, Marlon Wayans says that the young recruit might be his new sacrifice. So, Illuminati sacrifice behind a mic. What is that?
That's your laugh when you do it. There you go.
That's the Wigger laugh.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we miss over here? Real Rain? No, we did that. Shoreline Skirt? No, we did that. Atism. I've been waiting for you to analyze him. I couldn't stand how sacrilegious it was with the imagery and the symbolism the moment I saw it. It is, but I thought maybe it was supposed to say that this is America's satanic religion. I mean, they probably weren't trying to have that good message, but like I'm watching it, I'm like, this is kind of making a good message. It did have one kind of lefty woke line where they were debating about Marlon Wayans is explaining to him when he first gets to the compound how the Native Americans were ripped off and tricked, and it's a little woke there. I mean, might be true, but the way he talks about it is kind of woke. But that was really the only wokeness in the movie until the very end when he kills Tim Heidecker, his manager, and the owners of the team in a giant kind of ritual sacrifice. So it leaves you with the impression that, oh, he's going to be the goat running shit now because he's fully satanic, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be fully satanic without the cult is basically kind of the image of it, I guess, at the end. What do you think?
Yeah, he's absorbing all that power now, and he has to go be his own Nietzschean
Satan person,
Yeah.
and, incarnate. Guys, we do cover these movies. People have been asking in the chat, what about Ninth Gate? What about this and that? What about Eyes Wide Shut? All of those are in my first 2 Hollywood books. And we've also done most of those on the channel many times over. So if you go into the archive, you'll find me discussing Ninth Gate, Eyes Wide Shut, all that. So these are new films that we wanted to cover and look at that we haven't looked at. I don't mean all new films, new to us and to the channel. We've not done Lord of Illusions and whatnot. And we like to throw in B movies. We also haven't done a recent horror movie since, I forget what the last one was. Long Legs. I did Long Legs, or I did another. We did some horror movies, didn't we?
You did Surfer.
Yeah, with BLA. But you and I did something since then. What was our last show? We don't even remember
Cult
our podcast.
Maxing?
Yes, Cult Maxing. That was great. Guys, if you didn't see our Cult Maxing show, check it out over here. It was great. On the channel. So yeah, they're telling us what's going on, and hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Sorry for the audio issues. Sounds like maybe it's fixed. You know, I stressed to you guys before we did the stream tonight, I did a private stream for about 5 minutes and tested, and the audio was fine. So sucks that it happened. Once again, we're doing the show. Weapons. Yes, that was the last one we did. Yeah, I did watch Barbarian, but there wasn't a whole lot of symbolism in it. So we actually did Weapons instead. Devil's Candy is a really crazy horror flick. We've already done Holy Mountain. You can find that in the archives on the channel. Jamie and I did Holy Mountain together. Make sure, I think there might be more super chats over here. So we got Kara says for $5, Jays, please say, not the bees, not the bees, not the bees. Ah! How's that? In your best Nick Cage? Not the bees, not the bees. Ah!
That was definitely worth
Was
$5.
that? Okay, that was her request. Marvin Falls, $10. Jay, this was for the new microphone that you got. Thank you. Appreciate that. H. Brazzi, you missed my super chat. No, I think I did them all. Let me scroll back up. Oh, I'm sorry. Rids, $10. I missed Rids. I started looking at orthodoxy from a Protestant background. The only thing that confuses me is toll houses, if they're very serious or if they have been misunderstood. I would say read. I mean, it's not absolutely all literal. Some of it's descriptive, symbolic language, but I think there are phases of the soul's return, you could say, to divinity, to God. And you could read Life of the Soul by Father Seraphim Rose on that. It's not a very long book. It's a short one. H. Brazzi, I did your super chat on charter schools. I did your super chat on Jamie and Espresso. So I'm just scrolling to make sure I didn't miss anybody's super chats here. What were you gonna say?
They wanted to spank me at my school once, and my parents said no.
So Jamie was preserved from corporal punishment at school.
My parents said, not my girl.
I got, I think, 3 in my life because I was acting up. I was acting a fool. All right. I think that's all the super chats.
Who's Anonymous Vice? Oh.
Let's see. I think H. Browsy just missed the super chats. I read the Espresso one and I read the charter school one. Oh, here's one.
People's on Spaces.
No, here's one we missed. H. Browsy says for $10. Jamie, what are you thinking when Jay is going back and forth with people on Spaces when I'm arguing on Twitter Spaces?
Oh, obviously, we think it's funny.
No, he's asking that question. Answer the first question and we'll answer the second question.
Debating is not really my style. It's not my personality.
But what are you thinking when I'm doing it?
I feel sorry for the people that call in and misbehave.
Misbehaving.
It's like, okay, watching the Soup Nazi, because when you call in, you have to like come correct and don't disrespect and don't annoy you, and you will get what you need from Jay. But if you disrespect him and do all these things wrong, then it's no soup for you. So
you just get, well, you get immediately
blocked,
refuted, right?
or,
I ain't got no time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Obviously, we think it's funny when he gets heated at Internet Nerds. We hear you laughing in the background sometimes.
Sometimes, but sometimes I feel bad for the person, but then I realize they're the ones that called. You know, they know what they're getting into.
Nobody made you debate.
Yeah. They've seen you talk to people and how you are, so they did it.
Danny Janusis says for $10, I just started watching your content. I noticed a lot of sticky notes in your books, and I'm wondering if you could quickly go over the method. I get asked this a lot, and I hate to let you down. There's not a method. All I do is take a sticky note, and when it's a really important page, I summarize whatever in a few lines or a few words. The important things on that page, that's it. There's no color-coded themes or anything like that. It's very disorganized. It's just for me to go back and read, and I notice that when I do something tactile, whether it's underlining and writing in the book or summarizing on a sticky note, it helps me to remember because I remember through tactile stuff. AC says again for $2, no debate for you.
Exactly. Come correct or don't come. Don't call in.
Did you guys have fun tonight, even though we had issues?
Someone said you should get the worst microphone possible and just like run with it.
I actually was planning to upgrade at the other place to an even nicer microphone than this. So hopefully we can just keep upping the mic. Use a bad mic and put a VHS filter on the screen. That's a genius idea right there. Yeah. Guys, what are some other horror films that you would like us to do that you think we haven't done? And I'm going to warn you, a lot of what you're going to suggest we have done. But maybe you've got some specific ones that we don't know about or that we just haven't gotten to that would be good to review or revisit. Some of these, like, we haven't been looking at them or seeing them or thinking about them in like a decade. So, you know, something like, I mean, I'm not using Eyes Wide Shut as the one we'd actually do. We've already done that into infinity, but like there's horror movies we haven't looked at in 10 years that could be used for a podcast.
Sabrina sent me an
The Cube. Actually, I've not done The Cube. We've never done The Village. That'd be good. I don't like Big Fish. I hate that movie. Runaway with Tom Selleck is actually Michael Crichton. That'd be a good one.
What was that one Sabrina sent me? It was
Uncle John.
No, not Uncle John.
Sabrina who? Carpenter?
No.
You find that and I'll read this super chat.
Okay.
Maestro Mark says, Jay has big balls. Mark Medic says for $5, don't feel bad. They're not ready for what a real black man has to say. That's why they gotta send them signals to cut out my internet talking, y'all. They be chopping me up because they can't listen to a real black man speaking. What's up?
The Baby of Macon.
Oh, that
supposed to be
that one seems gross.
Is that like an Eyes Wide Shut?
Guys, we've done The Northman. We've done Fourth Kind. I've done Kill List. All of these are on the channel. You can find them in a previous podcast. Oh, yeah, I know. So you guys are already ahead of us. Our next podcast we've already planned is going to be space horrors. That's right. Space is fake and gay.
Horrors.
No, not space horrors, but space horrors because space is fake and gay. So it turns out we will be doing Event Horizon. We will be doing The Astronaut's Wife, which was terrible and funny. It was so bad it was funny. What was the other one?
2030 or 2010.
2010, which I mentioned, which is totally Luciferian. And then the last one was what?
Solaris?
Sphere? No.
Oh, Sphere.
Not Solaris. Anyway, so we're going to do space horrors. It's going to be fun. Not space balls, space horrors. The Void is a good one. We'll probably have that on the list as well. So look forward to, those are some B movies like Galaxy of Terror. That's a good one.
Lair of the White Worm.
That's a Bram Stoker one and we started watching it. Remember, it has Hugh Grant. It was kind of gross. Truth or Vault, $5. Have you seen Mother with Jennifer Lawrence? Jamie has. I've not seen it. It's basically an allegory of the entire Bible through an environmental lens. What did you think about Mother? I just heard people saying it's gross.
It's got one of the most shocking endings of all times.
Don't tell me I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I heard it's gross.
Yeah.
I think we did. Jamie and I did Silent Hill, I think, a long time ago. If we didn't do Silent Hill, we might do it again. Because that's one we haven't talked about in a long time. But I love the games. By the way, the video game has Kabbalistic stuff explicitly in it. The new PS5 version of the first Silent Hill, not the new Japanese one.
Yeah,
Jason in space. No, that's stupid. Whenever you go to space, there's always it's just like some sort of a hell portal. You know what I mean? Like when shit's going bad in space, it's because you just shouldn't be in space. Like all the movies are telling us. First of all, it's fake and gay. There is no space. I'm joking.
Xenomorphs.
The xenomorphs. I mean, and xenomorphs are all a bunch of gay stuff too. If you haven't noticed, it's like they sort of grape you. But anyway. All right, thank you guys. Look for the new Sam Hyde episode coming out soon. Not Sports Ball. Sports Hole has not been filmed yet, but the next one, there is a new one coming that's a different topic that's going to be really goofy. Matt Scroggins, $5. FW Murnau's Faust. Okay. Low End Disciple, $2. Look at the FX show Legion. Interesting, yeah. Also, remember Supernatural?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's like 30 seasons, though. I don't know if I could do like 30 seasons. That's a lot of show. Lost in Space is terrible. No, we want space horrors, dude. Like just like Event Horizon type stuff. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much. Last super chat, H. Brazzi says, do Predator. Oh, I've never done Predator. Get to the chopper.
Oh,
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. And if you remember, there's a very cancelable Jesse Ventura line in it.
What? If it bleeds, we can kill it?
Don't be a maggot.
Oh.
But it says F. Don't be a maggot.
Does he say, if it bleeds, we can kill it?
Arnold?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
There's a lot of good lines in Predator. But I mean, everybody like, get to the chopper. Peter Parker.
It's a trauma movie.
That's Toxic Avenger.
Oh.
I remember watching trauma movies when I was younger, like high school era. And by the way, speaking of, we will be at that event with
Mike to the Chopper.
Rhonda Shears. Remember Up All Night?
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That came on after Quantum Leap.
Exactly. Talk about weird timing.
Can we get Scott Bakula up in there?
You're married to me. You can't have no Scott Bakula.
Okay.
Remember this? So when I was a kid, man, I remember watching this. This is like 1991, dog. That's awesome. Need some saxophone. You ready to be on stage with Rhonda Shears?
This is what you watch.
You're famous now.
After your parents go to bed, you watch.
Yeah, so your
Quantum
parents go to
Leap.
sleep and you sneak downstairs and watch. And
what else?
was the premise of her show that she was playing? Was she like an Elvira and she would play crappy movies? Is that the show?
Yeah, she wasn't like horror. It was just like silly movies.
What like
Beach Bunny movies.
All night girl, and I use the term loosely. You'll see, I was the obvious choice because they wanted someone who knows their way around LA, the hottest city in the USA. Well, you see, I was a former Miss Louisiana, and I went to the Miss America pageant, and I came out 49th.
So she went from Miss America 49th, and then she became the Up All Night girl. That's actually pretty cool.
All night.
Truth or Volt, $5. What about Disturbing Behavior with Katie Holmes? That is a good one. We have watched that, and they actually say science is God. I definitely want to do that one. Definitely. We'll have to stick that in with some vibes of some other ones. Child 44, $2 AC. Actually, that was on our list, and I think it went off of Amazon when we were about to watch it. I do intend to watch it, though. When my parents went to sleep, I watched South Park. Exactly, yeah.
I watched Quantum Leap, Wings, Up All Night.
They're all talking about how they weren't born in 1990. Yeah, so basically...
Evening at the Improv.
Yeah, so in the 90s when you had cable, right, your parents go to sleep, and then you go in and you sneak in to watch USA Up All Night because you might see girls in swimsuits. So like you didn't really see anything, but it was like this was the equivalent of rated.
Well, I would have come out
PG-13 movies. I don't know, but so you're like a Rhonda Shears now. What do you think of that? You're a scream queen officially, almost.
I think Shelly Waitress is winning for that.
Dude, check this out. Here's an L. Ron Hubbard Dianetics ad when Gilbert Gottfried is on there.
Whoa, dude.
Wherever paperbacks are sold.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Shear, host of USA Up All Night.
And I'm Gilbert Gottfried, host of USA Up All Night.
I'll show you lots of fun movies.
I'll show you lots of fun movies.
I do it Friday.
I do it Saturday.
Yikes. Rhonda Shears Up All Night with Catholic schoolgirls Kylie Minogue. What do you think of this? Parker Lewis marathon.
Oh, I think I'll get used to it. Boy, this has been a bad year. First, my breast.
Yeah, right. Dream on.
She's playing a Parker Lewis marathon. By the way, speaking of Parker Lewis, I have chatted and DM'd with Corin Nimick. So I feel like my life is kind of complete now. I've talked to Parker Lewis. We're going to be talking to Rhonda Shears.
Meeting Hercules.
We're going to meet Kevin Sorbo, Hercules. So pretty much time to call it a wrap. I can head to the grave now. Jordan Fernandez, $5. Did you ever do research on Alan Moore and his comics in the occult? Yes, he is a Crowleyan. And actually, Esther Hollywood 3 has a couple Alan Moore movies in it. And Esther Hollywood 3 should ship in supposedly 7 days, according to the printer. So let's cross your fingers. Yes, I covered Neon Demon. I have a video on Neon Demon like 8 years ago. Also have Neon Demon and Esther Hollywood 1.
I'm going to be doing a show about V for Vendetta and other random things.
Yeah, V for Vendetta is in Esoteric Hollywood 1, and we've covered it. We should probably revisit some of these, though, because even though I covered a lot of these 10 years ago, and they're in the first and second books from 10 years ago, a lot of these, like, they would be good to view again, because 10 years after anything, you have a lot broader perspective and new insights. So every time you read a book or you watch a movie years later, like, you'll notice and see new things. I think that's probably one of the most fascinating things about really good, and not even really good, like even crappy movies, you'll notice some interesting things you didn't notice before.
Well, Watchmen was really good too. Like V for Vendetta and Watchmen.
Yeah, there's a lot of esoteric stuff in Watchmen, and that's why I put it in Esoteric Hollywood 3. Mike, $5. FMA Brotherhood, Do You Realize? Cinematic trailer. It's on YouTube, please. I don't know.
Do you realize? Remember that song? You have a
Yes, Flaming Lips.
Beautiful face. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist. Okay.
Oh, that's the guy who's saying we should watch this.
I wonder if it'll...
Oh, they are singing
I should have been beside you, my love.
If the rumors I've heard...
Philosopher's Stone.
There's the Philosopher's Stone.
I could go through hell.
Yeah, I'll add this to the list. We also should do Ghost of the Machine too. Thank you guys for the recommendations. Those are good recommendations. I know we've had a lot of requests to do anime over the years, and I do intend to eventually get to it. All right, cool beans, dude. Next up is space horrors. That's going to be a fun one. Make sure I got the super chats here. Make sure I got super chats over here.
Check out my new member section show, Magic Marriage Man, about Joseph Smith and Kabbalah.
And is that on your YouTube channel?
That's on YouTube members, and tomorrow night we're premiering Mormon Magic with Thomas from Paranoid American.
Yep. So tomorrow night, guys, over here on Jamie's channel, and notice how Jamie in this is dressed up in her Mormon outfit. She got a bun hairdo and a prairie muffin dress, and actually went full Mormon Jamie right there. So be sure to check out Jamie's.
You said I look pretty.
You did look good. Yeah, you're the best prairie muffin.
Okay.
So hopefully Scott Bakula doesn't jump into the body of Joseph Smith and then try to seduce you, because I'll lose you. There's Jamie's channel, you guys. And thank you. Appreciate. I'm glad you guys liked it, even though we had the tech issues. But has there been any sound issues in the last 10 minutes when I played the video? Is like, how's the sound, you guys, before we close it out tonight? Hopefully it's been about a good 30-40 minutes since any audio issues, because I did try one of the workarounds that was listed on Google. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you.
Good show.
And be sure and follow Jamie. Her channel will be linked if you're watching this later. Also, guys, in the chat or in the comments, if you're watching this later, list below some of the horror movies that you'd like to see us cover in Spooktober. Probably we've covered some of them if you think it's like a big obvious one like The Shining and that kind of stuff. But let us know. Sound has been good. Crackling very little. 8 out of 10. Okay, well, maybe I'll try some other workarounds. And everybody have a good night. Well, at least I know it's not me. It's not my computer. Well, technically it is my computer, but you know what I mean.